Anyone have a down day recently? Let's talk about what we can do to get through them. Today's a down day. Usually I'm a glass half full person. Today I'm feeling kind of defeated. I did my nannying job today, was on my feet all day. I'm tired. I didn't get enough sleep. I had to spend $1,000 on my car this weekend that I don't have. I have tons of homework to do. Traffic was terrible. I bought a microphone that I've used once and now I can't find it so that I could actually use a microphone for this. So, and I'm frustrated that I'm so broke and I just cannot get ahead. I am working poor, literally, all my life. So, what are we going to do about it? Here are some things I've already done and some things I'm going to do yet today. So, number one, I'm doing this video. That was on my list to do when I got home from work. And in the past, if I didn't feel like it, I wouldn't have done it. I tried to start a channel, I don't know, like 7 or 8 months ago. Tried to do too much too quick and then just dropped it after, I don't know, 12, 15 videos. So one of the things I was thinking about is doing one thing that moves you towards your goal. My goal is to find community with this channel and to help somebody know they're not alone if they're in this life situation. If you're new here, I'm Kim. I am beginning again. I'm a grad student. I will become a therapist next year. I'm a nanny right now. I'm a mom to 3 adult daughters. I will be a grandma soon. I'm doing an unpaid internship. So it's a lot. And my weeks are like 60-hour weeks, and it just seems like I get further and further behind. So if anybody else feels that way, pick one thing you can do today to move you towards your goal. If you don't have any goals, then that can be your thing. Come up with a short-term goal, like today or in the next few days, but put a time limit on it, and then a longer-term goal this week, this month. And they need to be SMART goals. I'm not going to get into that. If you don't know what that means, just look it up real quick. Google it. Number 2, name how I feel. So I would just tend to normally dissociate, which for me right now would be coming home and getting on Instagram or TikTok. And then all of a sudden, like 2 hours have gone by and it's time to start resetting for tomorrow, walk my dogs, eat, take a shower, blah, blah, blah. I didn't do that today. Also, the world's on fire and it's depressing to watch. So I've already done 2 things today. I'm making this video. I did not do my normal checkout dissociating on social media. For you, name what's going on. What are you feeling? Today, I'm tired. I keep feeling like I'm working hard and I'm not getting anywhere. Name it for you. Number 3, I'm going to let myself rest tonight without guilt. I'm going to start a new book or watch Love on the Spectrum. There's a new season out. If you aren't familiar with it, it's on Netflix. It's great. It's a feel-good reality show. So if you're having a down day, let yourself rest. So I did my 1 micro thing. Now we can rest. If you can't rest, you can take 5 minutes to just rest in your body. And I don't want to do that. I want to get on and just dissociate. But I'm going to do something that's actually going to allow me to rest because I am tired. Number 4. Stop comparing. I find myself comparing all the time. Driving home, My air conditioner is not working. It's a little bit warm here today. I live in the DFW area, but it's not terrible. And that's another thing to add to my list while I'm down. I spent like $1,200 or $1,300 on my air conditioner. Went through half the summer last summer. If you have ever been to Texas, whether it's North Texas where I am or further down, it's miserable in the summer. And I went without air. So I finally got it fixed, and now only one side is working. It's a dual control, and it's the passenger side. So it's better than last year because at least it cooled down. Oh, cool is overstating it, but I was driving home and like, oh, look at them. They have a newer car and they're younger than I am and they probably have air conditioning. Or seeing an older person, you know, somebody my age, and being like, oh, they probably didn't have to work today, or I don't know, just that kind of stuff. It's just chatter going on in my head. So stop the comparison. Like I said in my last video, this is my timeline. This is my life. I got to shut down the fact that, yeah, I'm not where a lot of people my age are. It is what it is. I can stay there or I can do something about it. So I will get back to doing something about it when I'm done whining today. I haven't done this, but I will do this as soon as I shut the camera off. Make a look how far I've come list. We're hardest on ourselves. Other people can see what we've accomplished or things in us that we cannot see. I have to remember where I've come from and give myself credit. Okay. So I'm just going to do, actually, I'll do this without writing it down. I'm going to do it on here, being very vulnerable. Both my parents were alcoholics. My only sibling is an alcoholic. My parents have passed away. And I broke that cycle. I decided when my mom attempted suicide for probably the second or third time and was on life support. She ended up making it. But I had 3 little kids at the time, and I just stood over her bed and I was like, I will not do this to my kids. I definitely, when I drank too much, but I didn't drink that often. But I knew enough about the disease of alcoholism to know that my odds of marrying one or becoming one were like, I don't know, 80s, 90%. And so I decided literally that day, I'm not touching it again. And that was 21 years ago-ish, 20 to 21 years ago. So I broke that cycle, and there's no judgment for people that haven't broken the cycle. I broke it. So I need to give myself credit for that. My kids will never know the pain that I knew of having somebody you love struggle with alcoholism. The second thing is I became a piano teacher when I found myself suddenly single with 3 kids. Like one day I was married, the next day I wasn't. I became a piano teacher, and I recorded this once and forgot this kind of important detail. I didn't own a piano. More importantly, I did not know how to play the piano. We'll tell about this story someday, but essentially it's a method called Simply Music, and it allowed me flexibility. The gentleman that created the program, it's a playing-based piano method where you learn to play first and read later. My good friend saw this teacher training advertisement and was like, this is what you should do. I look back at it now and I'm like, I was delusional, but it worked. It's a fantastic program. I still believe in it so much. And I basically earned a full-time income, working part-time, had flexibility for about 12 years. It supported my kids. I didn't have any physical help, like no family lived around. Their dad was not involved. And so, I needed to be available for my kids. So anyway, yeah, I did that. And come to find out, I thought there were a lot of teachers that did it. I think at the time they had like 600 teachers. maybe a handful of us had no prior piano playing or teaching experience. But I mean, it's a fantastic program. If you want to become a piano teacher and you don't play yet, you can learn. And then as soon as you start learning, you can start teaching. It's kind of like, you just need to know enough to, teach the parts you've learned, and you keep growing. So anyway, I just quit teaching. This was in 2009 when I started teaching, and I just quit teaching completely last year. My students fell off during COVID, but so that's a kind of a big deal. I need to give myself credit for. Third thing is I am in grad school at 59. I mean, I decided it'll be coming up on 2 years ago. I was going to do this, and I'm doing it. As my friend says, you're doing the thing. So I actually am working as unpaid, as a therapist intern, where I meet with patients, and I'm not going to go into what my job is, but I'm doing it. So, and I've raised 3 amazing kids. So think about what you can give yourself credit for. It's easy for us to get frustrated with the things we aren't, the things we don't have, the ways we feel like we've messed up, the way we aren't where we want to be. But give yourself a hug, and by reminding yourself what you have accomplished. And it could just be thought patterns, could be anything. The boys are making an appearance. Okay, and number 6, say something kind to future me. This feels really hard right now. So that's why I should do it, and that's why you should do it. So something kind to me. Hold on, I gotta think about that. Shouldn't be that hard, but hold please. Here's my kind thing. Talking to littler me. You survived a lot. You didn't lose your, I'm kind of getting teary. You didn't lose your love for people. You didn't shut down and become bitter. You have a deep desire to share with people that you've been through some hard things, and maybe by you talking about it, it will help them with their hard thing. And that's amazing. You could have been bitter and angry and just made the choice to not open up and, let people in and have a kind, loving heart. And you didn't. So, okay. I was kind of emotional, but do it. We need to think of ourselves, and I'm talking to myself, Bobo, we need to speak kindly to ourselves. If we think about, if you have one of your kids is struggling, or your friend, you want to comfort them and encourage them and, build them up, and just help them remember who they are and what they're doing and why they're doing it. And that's what we need for ourselves. So, okay, I feel a little bit better just by doing this. So hopefully this is helpful for you. I hope you're not having a down day, but if you watch this, that may be resonating with you. So I'm gonna go rest. Did I do everything else? I'm gonna quit comparing today. I did a look how far I've done on the camera. I said something nice. I named what's going on. The micro action is this recording. And then the only thing I haven't done is do that resting. So I'm gonna turn this off and go do that. If this struck a chord with you, leave me a comment. Let me know one of those things if you want to share. And we got this. Tomorrow's another day, right? For me, it's another unpaid day. I'm going to be at the hospital. But I'm learning a lot, okay? I'm learning a lot. I got to keep reminding myself that. I did sit while I was waiting for my groceries and add up how many tens of thousands of dollars if this was paid. because it's about 1,000 hours. No, it's more than 1,000. No, it's about 1,000 hours. But, oh well. Okay, have a good night or day or morning.